All right, I'm gonna take you through barbell overhead press, okay? I'm gonna show you how to do it. I'm gonna tell you the do's and the don'ts and what to avoid, okay? So first things first, we have to get our hands correctly set on the bar. So for me, similar to barbell bench, I am about shoulder width, but I'm just slightly closer to the middle of the bar than I am on bench. So I mentioned on bench, I'm a thumb's width from the start of the grip. For barbell bench, for shoulder press, I'm just a little bit inside that, okay? So notice when I set up, my hands are just outside my shoulders. You do not want to be too close here. Obviously, you're not going to be able to press it here. And you do not want to be too wide. If you go too wide here, you're going to hurt your shoulders, okay? The pressure is, your tension is in the incorrect spot on your shoulders. You do not have correct leverage. You're going to hurt your shoulders if you're overhead pressing with your hands way out here. So do not do that. Get the correct setup here, and then hands are just slightly outside your shoulders, okay? Now, normally I would pick the bar up from right here because I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna go on the other side, but under normal circumstances, do the lift with the rack in front of you, okay? So you get your hands set, hands are outside shoulder width, you can unrack it, you would step backwards, I'm gonna walk forward because of this video. Now, engage your glutes and engage your core, and you don't have to like crazy squeeze it, but like just think about your core and think about your glutes, because that's going to help you from your hips going forward like this. We don't want hips going forward when we're overhead pressing, or you're going to hurt your lower back, and we don't want that. So hips are glutes are engaged, core is engaged, and then I'm going to go just in front of my face and up and over my head. Okay, and you might be like, well, duh, but there's a difference between this, which is correct, in front of my face, up and over the head, and pushing up and out. If you push up and out like this, you're gonna hurt your shoulders, okay? You're putting your shoulders in a bad spot. You don't want the bar out in front of you, you want the bar directly over your head. And you'll notice that this is hard right here, this is hard, this is hard, this is hard. Once you get it up and over your head, this last portion is easier because you got good leverage again. So you're here, and then at the top it's easier. If you're pushing out, you're gonna hurt your shoulders, and it's an incorrect way. Not only is it an incorrect way to do it, you also don't have very good leverage, so it's gonna be hard to push a lot of weight, but closer around your face and then up and over the head is the correct way to do it. So again, get your hand grip correct, get underneath the bar, okay? And that's the other thing. Pull the bar off right here. Do not try to take it off like this, away from the bar, you're gonna hurt your shoulders. So hand placement just outside your shoulders, get underneath it, unrack it. Feet are about shoulder width apart, core is engaged, glutes are engaged, up over the face, up over the head, and then come back down. And then the last thing I want to mention is if you feel like you're doing everything correctly and your shoulders are still hurting, okay, you might have a shoulder impingement issue, okay? So, you know, that's obviously something you need to get looked at by a physical therapist or something, but you got to get that taken care of before you overhead press. So what you can do for that is you can change shoulder press to a neutral grip shoulder press, okay? Now, obviously I can't do that with this bar. Neutral grip is when your palms are facing each other, but some gyms will have a neutral grip on a bar that you can overhead press with. So you can either use a neutral grip bar to do your overhead presses, or you can do dumbbell neutral grip overhead press, and same rules apply here, and you're pressing straight up, okay? So a lot of times, you know, dumbbell or barbell, people with impingement problems, it's gonna hurt doing these, and then once you bring them in here, it's gonna be better, okay? So it's something that you do need to get looked at, but if you feel like you're doing everything correctly on the barbell overhead press and it's still bothering you, there's no reason to keep hammering through. Switch it to a neutral grip, and if that relieves the pain and makes it feel better, then do the neutral grip and don't keep hammering the barbell grip.